to say that, like, there's not a point that you're involved with a person that feelings are not involved.
Yeah.
Not a single point. When I get to know the first date, I feel anxious. I feel that. This is just to say that, like, feelings are involved from day one. Month 3, I like her, but I feel uncertain still. I need to do more investigation. What happens is people's emotions go unidentified and unchecked. So it's like now you moving without any type of emotional discipline. That's when people talk about, like, catching feelings like that. If you can't catch feelings like cold, it's just showing that you're not doing the work when you involve with this person. Y'all reaching certain levels of intimacy without identifying the new feelings coming with it and stuff like. And you're definitely not communicating them because you're not. So then you end up in this mess where your feelings become priority. What feels good becomes priority, as opposed to gauging partnership, gauging compatibility, like asking. Y'all don't have to ask questions when the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? It's just going off vibes, and a lot of feelings that might be unhealthy have good vibes, bro.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy KD, and I'm back for another one. How y'all doing, my people? We are back trying to put out another video, and I came across some content talking about tonight's conversation. And I'm not really big on the show, but I did like this one cat named Tripp, and I saw that he was leaving the show. And I said, man, that's crazy. He one of the dopest people on the show, honestly, to me. He was one of the dopest people on the show. So I saw this video that he put out about him leaving the show. Let's take a look.
It's a lot of cliche things I could say. And so I'll choose this one. In order for new chapters to begin, old chapters have to end. And so with that, I am announcing my departure from tonight's Conversation podcast. It's been quite the journey. The community I've gained, the perspective I've gained have been invaluable. I'm eternally grateful to every single person that's ever shared with me how this space has positively impacted them and broadened perspective for them. This is not a goodbye. I'm not leaving the lane, I'm leaving the platform. So if you would like to keep up with me, holla at me here. Follow me, follow the podcast at Tripp Fontaine on Instagram.
That's crazy, man. So when you think about it, he had a way of how he spoke. So you already knew it was going to really affect the show, because it's going to affect the show because he was one of the main people that they showed a lot of his clips, some of the things that he had responded to, some of the questions that was being asked. And honestly, he gave good answers, in my opinion. I think he had some good answers. I don't think he was pandering to the women as much as some of the other cast members. But I will say, I think his advice was more honest about who he is as a person. I can see that there's something else going on with the situation behind the scenes. And then, you start looking up some more stuff. You start checking out and seeing what people have to say about it. And then I came across this video. So let's take a look at that one.
First it was Derek Jackson, now it's Ace Metaphor. Allegedly, Symbius Maximus, Ace Metaphor, has been smashing everybody on the show of tonight's conversation. He's been smashing everybody, ladies and gentlemen, allegedly. Now, Tripp Fontaine has left the show. Keita Rose has left the show. And a lot of tea is starting to be spilled. But I've seen Ace Metaphor's videos. And something in my heart of hearts just didn't feel right. Because he was simping super hard, right? He was tickling women's ears, telling them everything that they wanted to hear. He was really essentially trying to fill that Derek Jackson space, right? And when you see a man, ladies, telling you everything that you want to hear, and everything sounds perfect, you don't disagree with anything that he's saying, he's coming for your cheeks. And your pocketbook, for both, okay? He's coming for your cheeks and your purse and your money, okay? You guys have to stop falling. And I would say that Yada Awakening is right in this bunch. Derek Jackson is in this bunch. Ace Metaphor is in this bunch. Stop falling for these guys out here that are telling you everything that you want to hear. Because when it comes out, what they're actually doing, all of a sudden now you're questioning everything. If you agree with everything that a man says, he's lying to you.
So, yeah, whenever somebody is telling you something that you want to hear, that you agree with, and you always agree with it. It's not critical. It's not any thought-provoking things about it. It's just basically like how women feel and what they feel men should be doing, or how men are not treating them right. Yeah, man, you got to question that information, because every situation is different. Yeah, you may run across a couple women who actually are who they say they are, but then there's a lot of people who are not who they say they are, and that's for real. So, yeah, and then I like with Ace, that dude Ace, whoever he is, man. I never liked him. I remember listening to him a couple times. They had these certain type of people like Papa Don, Pastor Papa Don, that dude that was tripping. And now they got this guy named Yada. Yeah, he trashed me. But yeah, Ace, I just felt like a lot of his stuff was like fake. Thought he was a fake dude. So I just never really paid him that much mind. Like I said, I was into Tripp. Tripp was the person I listened to. And then I came across this video from one of the other chicks who ended up leaving. She said she got fired or whatever. But we're going to take a look at that video, and we're going to get back to it.
Hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the F Did I Work For? So because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell notification. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Tripp Fontaine, Fine Ass Keita Rose, and Mojo Dojo! A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick, fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal.
Yeah, you start questioning somebody like that, man. She a little throat. Now, when I used to watch her on the show, I always thought that she was placed there just to be the person that kind of sounds like some of the women that we do have in our community. I think she had a place on the show. I think people not realizing like her place on the show was like how women will react to certain things that like men may do. And she was just giving her perspective. And there's women out there in our community that's just like that. I may not agree with it. It may not be something that I agree with or will deal with. You could tell that she's confrontational. So at the end of the day, if you want somebody that's confrontational, you like that type of stuff, you may like it. But yeah, I'm not really into that. I think she's a little loud. But I mean, she may be cool. She is a good looking woman. So at the end of the day, somebody gonna date her. Somebody gonna deal with her for real. But back to my initial thing, I just wanted to touch on this real quick. I thought it was a crazy story. It's a lot more out there now. I just wanted to give my little 2 cents, and all I say is you got to be careful who you're listening to, who giving you advice about your life. At the end of the day, people can give advice, and sometimes it be good advice, but you have to have discernment enough to understand when it's a little bit too much or if it's really the truth. The one thing that I always say, you can't change something if you never think you done anything wrong. And that's the key thing. You have to see the fault in whatever decision that you make so you can make those changes so you don't make that decision again or you don't go through that situation again. I know a lot of times we think that, oh, this person caused this to happen to me, but how did you get with this person? How did you situation because you decided to stick around or you decided to ignore some of the red flags you saw from the beginning. So at the end of the day, we make decisions, what we could deal with and what we can't deal with. And at that time, we'll figure out how we're going to, do what we're going to do. But nobody's perfect. We all got to go through our own struggles, and we'll figure it out at the end. But yeah, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Man, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let me know how you feel about this episode. But I'm going to leave you with this.
I'm a pretty emotionally intelligent dude. I've noticed that there's only room for my emotions when they're convenient for the woman that's asking me to be emotionally intelligent. That any emotional labor I do that's not for her convenience or not that something she specifically asked for, that either goes unnoticed, or when I'm saying something that's not favorable, the shit gets used against me and it becomes about how she feels about what I said and not about the shit that I said.
Ladies, he making too much sense. Somebody cry. Somebody cry. Somebody cry.
So what? All I'm saying, because saying that, all right, now we got our own money, we want y'all to be emotionally intelligent. That's a great fucking argument until it becomes a real life situation and you start to deal with an emotionally intelligent nigga and you realize it ain't been enough of them in your life and you don't know what to do with that type of man.
You're not lying. You're not lying. This is fact.
Sweetheart,
This is fact.
my baby, if all you done had is dudes that don't know how to express themselves, don't come sitting in front of me, a nigga that know how to express himself, complaining when I goddamn express myself. You understand what I'm saying?
Live life and love. Peace.